From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Monday, December 8th. Partly cloudy to start the day. It's going to be cold this morning, in the low 20s. We're going to get up to about 43 degrees today, so warmer temps ahead. Could even get some rain this week. Bitter cold returns at the end of the week.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? When it comes to protecting what matters, Pacific Life provides life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits for people and businesses building a more confident tomorrow. Strategies rooted in strength and backed by experience. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
The wait is over. Dive into Audible's most anticipated collection, The Best of 2025, featuring top audiobooks, podcasts, and originals across all genres. Our editors have carefully curated this year's must-listens, from brilliant hidden gems to the buzziest new releases. Every title in this collection has earned its spot. This is your go-to for the absolute best in 2025 audio entertainment. Whether you love thrillers, romance, or nonfiction, your next favorite listen awaits. Discover why there's more to imagine when you listen at audible.com/bestoftheyear.
Happening today, the state Senate is set to convene to consider the new congressional district map. The House passed the map last week. Republican leaders hope it will give them up to 2 more House seats in Washington next year. A coalition of Republicans and Democrats had voted last month to adjourn the legislative session until January without considering redrawing districts. But Senate Leader Rod Bray later changed course, saying the Senate would debate whatever map the House approved. The full Senate is scheduled to briefly meet at 12:30 this afternoon. Then the Senate Elections Committee will debate the new map at 1:30 today. Redistricting has been the primary topic for weeks now on All Indiana Politics. Listen as 2 members of our political team debate whether Indiana lawmakers should move forward.
Democrats are outraged that, they might be losing some seats here in Indiana, but in Maine, Massachusetts, various other states where there's 45% Republican voter turnout, we have no representation in the House because it's been gerrymandered so badly. Additionally, if you look at the 2008 Obama numbers, Democrats should actually want this map, because if you look at those numbers, they would actually have a 5-4 majority in the House with those types of numbers. So this is not to say that we're going to have a 9-0 map. What this does is actually it weakens certain other seats, and it makes them more in play. So it actually gives more opportunities for Democrats to have a chance of winning more seats.
Okay, so Mario, I know you can't see Laura, but Laura, you were smiling while Mario was talking. So let's go to you now. What is your take on this?
Well, I have to laugh because, the mental gymnastics and the way people will have to twist themselves to make this make sense when all this is done is this is being done for an audience of one, and that's Donald Trump. These maps, just a few years ago, the Republicans all talked about how great these maps were, how fair they were. The only reason they're doing this is because Donald Trump is worried that he will lose Congress. That's the only reason they're doing it. And when you look at the Indiana map specifically, where I find it almost humorous with Mario, I love you, Mario, but I can't with you on this one. When you look at this map, someone who clearly has never been to Indiana and probably only seen it from maybe looked out their window when they flew over it. It was drawn in D.C. by somebody who just has no relationship here.
We talk about the big issues facing the state every week on All Indiana Politics. Watch it every Sunday morning at 9:30 on Wish TV. You can also watch all of yesterday's episode at wishtv.com. IU football is number 1 in the country and the number 1 seed going into the college football playoff. That means the Hoosiers will play on New Year's Day in the Rose Bowl in California. IU won the Big Ten championship on Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium. Hoosiers came from behind and beat Ohio State 13-10. It's the second straight trip to the playoff for IU. After ESPN announced IU as the top seed, head coach Curt Cignetti said last year's playoff loss was motivation over the weekend.
Well, if you use failure properly, you're going to come back stronger. And you're looking at Ohio State and then Notre Dame in a college football playoff. And I think that stuck in our guys' crawl, the ones that returned from last year's team. It gave you a lot of confidence in that fourth quarter when it was a tight ball game. We've been here before, and they haven't. And we found a way.
IU will take on the winner of the December 19th first-round game between Alabama and Oklahoma. It will be the Hoosiers' second trip ever to the Rose Bowl. Last time they played in it was in 1968 when the Hoosiers shared the Big Ten title. Notre Dame was left out of the playoff this year despite winning their last 10 games of the season and a number 11 ranking in the final poll. Afterward, the Irish posted on social media that the team is also withdrawing from consideration for any bowl game. Team statement says, in part, we appreciate all the support from our families and fans. We're hoping to bring the 12th national title to South Bend in 2026. School that got in ahead of the Irish is Miami, which beat Notre Dame in the season opener. To the pros now, the Colts lose the game and their quarterback. The team has now lost 3 straight, falling to the Jaguars in Jacksonville on Sunday. And what may be even worse is that quarterback Daniel Jones may be out the rest of the season with an Achilles injury. News 8's Angela Morian talked to the coach in Jacksonville.
The biggest loss for the Colts in Jacksonville didn't show up on the scoreboard Sunday. It was undoubtedly the injury to starting quarterback Daniel Jones, who left the game at the end of the first quarter with an Achilles injury. Head coach Shane Steichen said it doesn't look good and it's likely season-ending. This is exactly not what the Colts need at the start of December in the middle of a playoff push. They've now lost 3 straight and dropped to 8-5 in a highly contested AFC wildcard race.
It's obviously a tough situation to be in when your starting quarterback goes down with an Achilles. I thought the guys did a good job in the locker room, though, rallying around Riley going into the second half. But anytime you lose a guy that puts in so much work and so much effort and is always there for his team and is showing up with a fibula injury and goes out there and plays, just so much respect for him, just so much respect.
Daniel's the toughest guy that I've ever been around by far in my life. He's the most competitive person that I've ever met. So it's no surprise that he came back out there to cheer us on. And I remember going over the sidelines, and he was just the first one to put the raincoat on me, the first one to ask me what I see on that play and help me out.
In a testament to what kind of teammate Jones is, he came out and stood on the sideline in the second half, boot on his right leg, in the pouring down rain just to cheer on his Colts teammates. I saw him walk off the field post-game. He was limping, but he didn't need help. Still, the chances of him returning before the end of the season are pretty slim. We're going to have the latest on Jones's injury, plus the rest of this Colts team coming up in sports and throughout the week. But for now in Jacksonville, I'm Angela Morian for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
New on Daybreak, dealers and dual-rate employees at Horseshoe Casino in Shelbyville have voted to unionize. The Teamsters Union made the announcement on X Saturday after the vote that initially was supposed to happen in October. The National Labor Relations Board could not oversee the union election due to the government shutdown. More than 200 workers hit the picket line saying the casino refused to allow a third party to hold the vote. The union says workers were looking to organize to seek better pay and benefits from Horseshoe. Around 300 National Guard soldiers from Indiana are now in Washington, D.C. to support the D.C. Safe and Beautiful mission. The National Guard says the soldiers are from the 113th Engineer Battalion and 2nd Battalion and the 150th Field Artillery Regiment. They arrived over the weekend. Some of their work will involve traffic control and safety patrols. National Guard says they have trained for weeks at Camp Atterbury and will continue training with the Joint Task Force District of Columbia as the mission evolves. Indianapolis firefighters believe a fire on Sunday in a vacant warehouse may have stemmed from a rave. IFD says that it happened at 22nd and Yondas Street near the north side. Firefighters say the fire broke out just before 8:30 on Sunday morning and raged for more than 3 hours. Firefighters say no one was hurt in the fire and that the building has been empty for years. Building's owners say that there was a party with up to 100 people there Saturday night and Sunday morning. Indiana Pacers forward Obi Toppin helped spread holiday cheer with the Boys and Girls Club of Indianapolis. News 8's Jaden Reeves takes us to the store where the kids got money for a shopping spree.
10 kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Indianapolis got a holiday surprise tonight. A shopping spree with Pacers forward Obi Toppin at Dick's Sporting Goods in Castleton. Each child received an $150 gift card from Dick's, and Toppin added another $100 of his own for each kid. Toppin teamed up with kids acting as their personal shopping consultant.
Christmas coming up, being able to come here, give some of the kids money to get some stuff for the holidays is always great. So having that opportunity is amazing.
For many families, this experience means more than what ends up in the cart.
So during the holidays, I'm always so humbled by the community. They come alongside us. They make sure our kiddos have everything that they need. And so I'm always just humbled by how giving our community truly is.
And for the kids, they told me it was simply unforgettable.
What were your initial thoughts when you walked out?
He's very tall.
And they came prepared.
Probably some shoes. Because I wear the same pair of shoes. And pretty much shoes and stuff. Clothes.
Clothes? What kind of clothes?
Like hoodies and sweatpants.
Obviously, I'm a Jordan athlete, so we rocking all Jordans. I'll bring them to the Jordan wall, get a couple things, get some clothes and stuff, and just give them a good time and have fun.
Toppin says events like this represent the Pacers' core values, showing that they are committed to standing with the community, especially during the holidays. Reporting in Castleton, I'm Jaden Reeves for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
Reigning Big Ten Fan Fest and Wish TV Eating Contest champion has done it again. Westfield's very own Joey Chestnut is the winner of the Ale Emporium Hermanaki Wing Eating Contest. He managed to down 242 wings in just 10 minutes. This is the first year for the wing eating competition. It used to be St. Elmo's shrimp eating. Last week, Chestnut was on Daybreak and put our own Cody Adams to a wing eating contest. He won that one too. Joey Chestnut is the reigning champion for the St. Elmo's eating contest before things switched to the wings this year. All in all, a lot of fun heading into the Big Ten championship. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.